Dear viewers, Drishti IAS welcomes you to the new series of To The Point. Today's topic of discussion is Global Plastics Treaty. First of all, let's see why is it in the news. Recently, 175 countries have agreed to a legally binding global treaty called Global Plastics Treaty to end the plastic pollution crisis by tackling the entire supply chain of material. Now let's discuss about the provisions of resolution. An international negotiating committee, that is INC, will now be tasked with drafting and ratifying the mandate over the next 2 years. Elements of the treaty are legally binding. According to UNEP, it is the biggest multilateral environmental deal since the 2015 Paris Climate Agreement. According to the mandate, the treaty will tackle the whole life cycle of plastic, not just post-consumer waste. This is a critical shift in international policymakers' approach to the crisis, which previously focused on plastic as a marine litter issue. The mandate recommends measures to tackle plastic production, which as of now is slated to almost quadruple by 2050. The mandate also recommends addressing the toxic burden of plastic following studies showing the impact of plastic in the environment. Now let's discuss about the similarities with Montreal Paris agreements. The blueprint for the plastic pollution resolution is being compared to the Montreal Protocol to prevent ozone layer depletion and the Paris Accord to contain the effects of climate change. Some striking features of the Montreal Protocol, Paris Accord and Global Plastics Treaty are open-ended. It means negotiators can add new topics that they see relevant and leave room for discussions on topics that were not discussed. Now let's discuss what is plastic pollution. Plastic pollution is caused by the accumulation of plastic waste in the environment. It can be categorized as primary plastics such as cigarette butts and bottle caps, and secondary plastics resulting from the degradation of the primary ones. Plastic waste, because of its non-biodegradable nature, persists into the environment for hundreds or even thousands of years. Toxic chemicals from plastic have been shown to enter the human body through a variety of routes, causing infertility, cancers, and metabolic dysfunction, among others. Moving on to the plastic pollution control in India. India has banned single-use plastic, which will come into effect on July 1. Recently, India announced the Plastic Waste Management Amendment Rules 2022. These rules notified the instructions on extended producer responsibility, that is EPR, for plastic packaging. India has agreed to the setting up of an INC for a new international and legally binding treaty. Now let's discuss about United Nations Environment Assembly. It is the governing body of the UN Environment Programme. It is the world's highest level decision-making body on the environment. The Assembly is made up of the 193 UN member states and convenes every 2 years to advance global environmental governance. And it was created in June 2012 during the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development, also referred to as RIO+20. Now it's time for the practice question. Consider the following statements. 1. The United Nations Environment Assembly is the world's highest level decision-making body on the environment. 2. The elements of the Global Plastics Treaty are not legally binding. 3. Toxic chemicals from plastic can cause infertility in humans. Which of the above statement or statements is or are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 only, 1 and 3 only, or 2 and 3 only? Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Dear viewers, watch this topic in Hindi on our Drishti IAS Hindi YouTube channel.